Hold on, my keys. I just got home from school, by the way. I wish my YouTube channel was like my Instagram because I would feel much more comfortable going live. To be really honest with y'all, like the only reason why I don't go live on any of my other social media platforms, if anybody does have me on other social media platforms, the only reason why I don't go live on those other social media platforms is because there's people on there that I know in real life, such as families, um, and I just don't feel comfortable posting certain shit. Like for example, y'all, if y'all don't know my age, if you guys don't know my age, I'm currently 17, been 17 for this whole year, turning 18 next year. And my family is still very protective of me. Like they're still in that phase of like treating me like a child, in my opinion. Um, so they're still in that like protective phase, but in my opinion, that like it's too late for that. Like in my opinion, I just feel like, look, it's is it too late now to say yup? It's too late. Like I just feel like, in my opinion, y'all should have been doing this shit. Like what's so funny is that I've never really witnessed them doing this, to be honest. When I was fucking like 14, 15, fucking posting musicallys and shit, dancing around. But now all of a sudden I'm 17 and I'm starting to express my freedom. My family's like basically policing my social media. Like nobody has time for that. But that's not even a point of this live. Okay, but basically, yeah, if y'all want to know why I'm like so active on YouTube, and like if you guys ever check out any of my other social media accounts, like why it's much different, it's because I have family following me on there. And literally my family is like policing me around, and it's like, bro, I'm literally gonna be a legal adult next year. Like, come on now. But if y'all are noticing the change in my voice and everything, that's because I'm currently sick. And if y'all see some glistening stuff, I promise that's not like, I'm not snotty nose. It's Blistex. It's really for your lips, but you could use it for your nose when you're cold. It's like, it's almost like Vicks. You know, Vicks, that thing that's like minty and it clears up your nose. So it's medicated, so you could use it for that. But that's not even the point of this video, y'all. Again, the point of this video is about racism, and specifically racism where I'm at, which is PA, because I do feel like racism shows up in different ways. I feel like racism exists all over the whole dysphoria because apparently white people seem to not be so socially aware to the fact that they are not the only race that exists on this earth. So you could experience racism anywhere. I hate when people just try to say that, like, oh, racism mainly exists in America. Yeah, because America is very publicized. Like, America's not like China or like a very conservative country that keeps everything like within the borders. Like, no. America's very, we listen, we're very messy. Okay, our business is out there. But just because our business is out there doesn't mean that there's no racism in fucking UK. Like, and that was one of the arguments as well. Like, some people been trying to say that like racism doesn't exist as much in the UK as it does in America. Are y'all silly? Are y'all silly? Like, stop playing. Like, racism exists in the UK too. It just shows up in different ways. So I'm gonna be talking about racism in my experience in PA, but mainly like that's not the whole point of this video. The point of this video is about yet again this hating ass bitch, Texas. Now I'm really not trying to make my whole channel about this little girl. Um I'm not trying to make my whole channel about this girl, but I am one of those people where once I get heated about something, it's hard for me to let it go. And I hate when people tell me to calm down about some shit where it's like I was calm initially, but now that you got me started, ain't no turning back. So this is about this hating ass bitch Texas. If y'all knew their like Texas and Hillbillies real names, or if y'all like really knew them personally, you would kind of like, I'm not gonna lie, y'all would low-key laugh at the names that I'm giving them because it's very accurate. But yeah, I am a little bit sick, so excuse me with that. Actually, let me get some water. And I'm gonna do my edges while I talk my shit. So basically, this was the live that I previously did. If anybody who's watching this, I was like on live like I think 2 days ago, 3 days ago. I'm really not sure. I will go check, but I'm using my phone right now. This happened like 2, 3 days ago. Me and Zach. What? Almost said his real name. That's not his real name. Thank God. Me and Justin. Damn, I can't. Do I want to keep this video? I ain't famous. I'm not famous. So, but if I ever get famous, I'm going to have to delete this video. Okay. I'm not mainstream. I'm out here acting like I'm fucking, Emma Chamberlain, bitch. Anyways, me and Justin was on the phone. And when we were on the phone, basically he was at his mother's house, right? I had already met his mother, like, I had already previously met his mother or whatever, just to mention that, but he was on the phone at his mother's house, right? Okay, cool. So we were just talking, of course, minding our business, and then he told me that his sister was already at the house. His sister, like I said, we're gonna call her Autumn. So his sister Autumn was at the house. Now, Autumn is friends with Texas and Hillbilly. Justin, he's only friends with Hillbilly because he finally began to realize that Texas is a fucking bitch and she's basically trying to ruin his life right now. So he already realized that, so he's not fucking with Texas. But he's still friends with Hillbilly because him and Hillbilly had been friends since fucking kindergarten. So I guess to him, it's like, you know, I've been rocking with him for a long time and, you know, that's just my friend. So it's like, whatever, I respect that. That's your friend, you know? Do it like it's your B-day. I'll click this back. So, while we are on the phone chilling, he basically tells me Texas and Hillbilly's coming over. I'm like, okay, cool, whatever. I don't really care. And basically I just tell him like, look, if you gonna be on, if they gonna be over there, I don't wanna be on the phone because whenever, like, if it has anything to do with me and Justin, Texas is gonna fucking start some shit. Like, I don't know why she doesn't want us to be together. And she's been trying to tear us apart for the longest. Like, I don't know. At one point, I genuinely thought Texas was jealous, y'all. Like, I genuinely thought she wanted my man at one point. Because the way she, like, has been trying so hard to get me and Justin to break up with each other is ridiculous. And I literally asked her, why have you been trying to tear us apart? Her only fucking answer is, cause you're weird and y'all are moving too fast. Who made you the fucking decider of who's moving too fast when you're literally about to get married to a guy you've only known for a year and some change? Girl, sit your ass down. So, anyways, right? He tells me, yeah, they finna be coming over, I'm telling him, like, look, when they come over, I'm not trying to be on the phone because she's gonna see us on the phone. She's gonna try to stir up some shit. Even if she's not gonna directly message me like she does a lot of the time, she's probably gonna talk shit about me to him, like, or talk shit about him to me. And she's just gonna start some shit, probably spread a rumor, say that he's talking to multiple girls right now, probably trying to make me feel like fucking ridiculous. Trying so hard to make us stop talking to each other. Girl, the thing with this bitch Texas is that she's a bully. She's not even like a bully, like she's a coward. Like, she's a pathetic excuse for a bully, basically. Like, she wants everything to go her way, and clearly the world does not revolve on your timing. So she doesn't like that me and Justin are talking to each other, even though she don't want us to talk to each other. Girl, that's not, like, just because you introduce us to each other doesn't mean we're gonna stop talking if you don't want us to talk. Like, the fuck? And the thing with Justin is that he's not like a pushover, but he's like more passive than her. So it's like, I don't know. Maybe she was able to control him when I wasn't in the picture, but baby, now that I am in the picture, like, you can't do what you was doing before, cause I'm the lady in his life. OMG, hi, I'll catch up right here. Girl, the story didn't even start yet. Is this Ace Void? I feel like I've seen you before. It's so hard for me to like decipher because I'll see comments, but I forget the names. I'm not good with names. So the story didn't even start yet for real, right? But I'm just continuing on for my last live. So yeah, fuck, what was I at? Yeah, so I'm like, look, if she's gonna be at your house, that's cool and all, but please do not have me on the phone because she's gonna try to stir up some shit, right? For some reason, the whole time through. That's fucking crazy. I don't even consider myself that interesting for like somebody to be watching me for that long. Because listen, I was talking my shit. But yeah, this is a story about how Texas is a racist ass bitch. Hopefully they don't block me on live. This is why I don't go live on Instagram. But so anyways, right? He's like, okay, cool, whatever. At first he gets a little bit upset because he's like, you know, why should you let her affect what we doing? And I'm like, look, I understand that, but I just don't have time for Texas bullshit. Like, Texas is always trying to stir up. She does not want us to be together. Like, I was literally convinced that at one point, I might have to go though soon, but I'll stay for a few and join Galaxy and do whatever. All right, that's cool. Of course, you have a life, so I understand that. Don't worry. I might keep this live up actually, even though I said his real name, but like whatever. I'm not like famous or anything. So yeah, what the fuck? So what was I at? So yeah, at first he was kind of like, why should you let her affect what we doing? And I'm just like, look, I just don't have time for the drama. Like literally, I was convinced that she liked him at one point because of the way how bad she wanted us to not be together, right? So at one point he agreed. Whatever. She's like, okay, he's here. I'm like, okay, bye. I hang up, right? He calls me back. So I'm assuming he's calling me back because Texas and Hillbilly left the house. Because I'm like, look, if they're coming over, I don't want to be around that type of energy, even over the phone. Like, what people don't understand is that energy is transmutable. Just because you're not next to the person in real time doesn't mean it can't affect you. But he calls me, whatever. And I'm thinking that she left, right? So I'm on the phone having a little kiki or whatever. And he like puts the phone down to go do something or whatever, right? When he puts the phone down, I hear somebody come up and say hi. So I'm like, oh, hey. And I said, hey, because in my mind, I'm thinking, oh, this is Autumn. This is Justin's sister, right? It's not Justin's sister. This is fucking Texas. So when I noticed it was Texas, I'm like, wait, hold on. Who is this? Like, I was like, hey. And then, because the person was like, hey. And then I was like, hey. And then, like, I realized, oh, shit. Like, this is not Autumn. Like, I was like, wait, who is this? Because I know this is not Texas. Like, I know he didn't call me back when Texas and Hillbilly are still in the fucking house, knowing I don't want to be around that negativity, right? So I'm a little bit pissed off because I'm just like, why would you call me back after I clearly said, like, don't call me if they're at the house? So whatever. He picks the phone back up. Everybody's talking or whatever. I'm still a little pissed and annoyed, but whatever, right? So I stopped hearing Autumn and Texas's voices, right? So I'm guessing they went to some other part of the house, and you know, Justin is talking to his mom or whatever. They're chit-chatting. And then Justin starts to go upstairs for some reason. I think he had to go use the bathroom, so he starts to go upstairs or whatever. And then Justin goes in to his sister's room, right? He goes into his sister's room, right? Autumn's room. So when I say Autumn, that's Justin's sister. The guy that I'm talking to's sister, right? So he goes into his sister's room, Autumn's room, right? And in there is Justin. Whoa. In his sister room is Texas, Autumn, and Hillbilly. So it's Texas's boyfriend Hillbilly and Justin's sister Autumn. And so they're all in the room chilling, right? I don't know what they were doing before Justin and it's like they clearly know he's on the phone with me because Texas said hi, so she know it's me. You're not gonna say hi to a stranger, right? She knows it's me on the phone, and what I'm about to say is gonna lead up. You're gonna see why I'm getting fucking annoyed, right? They know I'm on the phone. If Texas know I'm on the phone, Hillbilly knows I'm on the phone with Justin because me and Justin are very close with each other. Like, even though I don't consider we're dating right now, we still talking. We're supporting each other, whatever, you know. And obviously his sister knows because that's her brother. Like, the fuck, of course he knows. Of course she knows, like, he's on the phone with a girl or whatever, and the girl is me, obviously. So as soon as he walks into the room, he's like, all right, I have to go real fast for like 2 minutes. I gotta go do something. I'll join after. Okay. Damn, I don't want to get into the meat of the story. Fuck. Okay, whatever. So as soon as he walks into the room, they start saying the N-word. Like, they just start blasting the N-word. They're like, N-word this, N-word that, N-word this, N-word that. I don't even like saying the N-word, and I'm black. But they said, as soon as he walks into the room, Hillbilly says, oh, hey, what's up, N-word? With a hard R. With a hard R. And now you see why I call him Hillbilly. If anything, I'll just watch after if you leave it up. I'll leave this up for sure. Bye. Have a good day. Have fun, whatever you're doing. But yeah, so Hillbilly says the N-word, hard R, right? And so I'm sitting there and I'm just like, am I hearing what I'm hearing correctly? Like, mind you, Justin, if y'all want to know for future reference, Justin is white. He's not black. But he says, oh, what's up, N-word? I'm just like, you know when you're in like just such shock that you're just in silence and you're just sitting there like. So I'm just listening to everything that's going on. So after he does that, not only does Texas start saying this, Autumn starts saying the N-word too. And this is why, like, although I don't have an issue with his sister, you know when you start side-eyeing somebody, like, I'm gonna start really side-eyeing her. So I started side-eyeing her too because she started saying the N-word too. And they just started blasting the N-word. Texas is like, really, N-word? Like, she's not talking to Justin, but she's talking to her boyfriend, Hillbilly. She's like, N-word this, N-word that. Autumn starts saying it too. And then they start playing, and then they start talking about how they're going to play this one song. They're like, oh my gosh, you know what we should sing? We should sing that one song with Chris Brown, basically. It's this one song that Chris Brown is just saying the N-word the entire time. He's like, what's up, man? We all, man. I'm a black nigga. Like, you know that one song? Cause I'm that, I'm that. Like, that one song where he's just like, it's Freaky Friday. He's like, I woke up in Freaky Friday. He's like, wait, I could really say the N-word. Oh my God, I say the N-word. Like, it's that one song. And so literally, Autumn, I think Autumn says this. Autumn's like, hey, Alexa, play Freaky Friday by Chris Brown. And they start singing the N-word. It's not even like they're singing. It's not even, I can't understand if they were genuinely playing Freaky Friday because they really like that song. You're singing that song because it has the N-word in it and you're trying to be funny. Mind you, they know he's on the phone with me. They know he's on the phone with me. He could be talking to other girls. I really don't care because I don't consider us dating right now. He could be talking to other girls. But they know. It's the fact that they know he's on the phone with me, who's obviously black. And they trying to be funny. I don't know if they're making fun of him because he's talking to a black girl and that's why they're calling him the N-word. I don't know what it is. But I was really disgusted at that point. Because it's like, even if you're not black and you're watching this, you have to understand, it's very uncomfortable. That's like me calling every white person I see a cracker. Or something derogatory. Or saying every white person smells like dogs. And start making dog noises every time I see a white person. Like, it makes me very uncomfortable. Even though it wasn't directed towards me. It's like, y'all know what y'all was trying to do. So they start blasting the N-word. Mind you, I'm sitting there in shock. I'm in silence the whole time. I'm on the phone with Justin, but I'm not saying shit because I'm just like, is this really going on right now? Mind you, Justin is on the phone with me. And he's also kind of in shock too. Like, he's talking to them, but he's not really like engaging. He's just shocked. Like, he was in the same shit as I am. And so whatever. He goes to leave the room, right? And when he leaves the room and I think he gets back downstairs, he starts talking to me and he's like, at first I thought he wasn't going to really like be, what the fuck do you call that shit? I thought he really wasn't going to be like I fucking forgot what you said. At first I thought he wasn't going to really pay much attention to the situation that just happened because and usually people of his kind don't really like care much about the N-word. They kind of see it as like, oh, so what? But no, he was also on some like, that was fucked up. Like, what they just did was fucked up. That was weird. Like, why the fuck would they do that? They're just trying to piss me. They was like, He automatically knew, because he automatically knew I was pissed, because he knows when I'm pissed, bro. I don't know what it is. This is why I think we twin flames, because I didn't even say shit. But he knew I was pissed. I didn't even say anything at that point. He was like, just don't pay no attention to them. They was trying to be funny. He was like, yo, Soraya, did you see that? Like, did you just see what happened? Like, they was trying to be funny, basically. They was trying to be funny because they know I'm on the phone with you. They just trying to piss us off. And I'm just like, bro, I understand everybody wants to be the bigger person, but when it comes to shit like that, that's just not fucking funny. There's nothing funny about blasting the N-word. It's very fucking childish and fucking annoying. Like, I don't know what kick do white people get out of saying the N-word and taunting a black person with it. Like, it's not funny at all. It's corny. You can't come up with anything else, sis. You just have to blast the N-word. Like, it's not even funny. So I'm just sitting there and I'm like low-key in shock, because I'm like, did I really just witness what I witnessed? You know? Like, it's one of those things where it's like, did this really just happen right now? Like, I'm one of those people, like, I'll question shit before I actually give a reaction. I'm like, did this really just happen right now? So he's like, don't pay much attention. He's like, he's pissed off. Justin is not even black and he's pissed off. I mean, which as he should be. Like, nobody should be in support of that foolery. But Justin is pissed off as well. He's like, yo, like, that kind of, like, even after he told me, because at first he was just like, you know, don't pay no mind. Like, what they did was fucked up. Like, he was pissed, but you can tell he was keeping his calm. He was like, don't even pay no mind. They just trying to piss me off. They just trying to piss us off. They trying to get you mad. They trying to stir up some shit between us. And I'm like, yeah, you're right, but I'm not here for that shit. Like, I'm gonna check you. It don't matter the bigger person or not. The bigger person is when you take accountability to check somebody, or you make sure somebody takes accountability. That's called being a bigger person, holding somebody's feet to the fire. So after a while went by, and you know, he didn't talk to them for like a while, but we were just on the phone chatting it up. You know, we were just sitting there in silence, and he was like, yo, like, that's low-key starting to like, I'm starting to get pissed off the more I think about it. I'm on the same type of timing, because I'm like, yeah, that pissed me off too. Like, imagine how, like, I'm pissed off too. So he's like, yo, like, I'm low-key actually pissed. Like, I'm really pissed that they did that, because it's fucked up. Like, I guess he's starting to think about more and more as time passed on, and I'm starting to think about it too. My throat is dry as fuck. I'm starting to think about it too. I'm like, yo, like, what they did is very fucked up. They was trying to be funny, and it's not cute. That shit is not cute. It's not funny. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. So he's starting to think about more and more. I'm starting to think about more and more. I'm just like, yo, I'm about to beat this bitch up. Like, if I see this bitch and we're not in school, I'm gonna fight her, because there's nothing funny about taunting a black person with the N-word. It's not fucking funny at all. There was nothing funny with that. Usually when somebody makes a joke, you laugh. There was nothing funny about that whole scenario, that whole situation. So he's like, yo, like, that shit was not funny at all. So he was already heated, right? So, yeah, so we kind of get over it for a little bit. We don't really talk about it, but we kind of talk about it for a little bit, and we're just like, bro, I can't believe they did that. And he's like, yeah, I can't believe they would do some shit like that's fucked up, basically. Like, why would you do that? So anyways, later on that night, I'm not going to get into too much detail, because, again, I just don't really feel like that's my story to tell. But Hillbilly and Justin end up getting into a fight, because Justin wanted something, right? But Hillbilly didn't want to give it to him for some fucking reason. Like, because Hillbilly's been on this, like, oh, basically, I don't owe you anything type of bullshit. Even though Justin has been helping him out with money when they lived together. Justin was the main one playing for the place because he had the better job. But he was helping Hillbilly with his finances and everything. And all Justin was asking for was this one minute little thing. And basically, Hillbilly was on some, oh, I don't have to give it to you. So Justin was getting ready to fight the hoe. And I was like, you should have fought him. But Justin's sister basically Justin's entire family that was in that house, so Justin's mother and Justin's stepdad, basically all sided with Hillbilly and kicked Justin out the house. Yes, his own family chose his best friend over him. Mind you, y'all probably thinking like, okay, what did, like, Justin must have done something to the family for them to feel that way. No, they just I don't know. Like, it was really fucked up. But anyways, that whole situation ended up happening, right? And then when that situation ended up happening, Justin ended up telling me yesterday, right? Because we was all just on the phone chatting it up. Justin ended up telling me yesterday that in that night, and I don't know why he didn't tell me this. I guess he didn't want me to get pissed off because low key, I want to know something for real. Like, Justin's low key scared of me. And not on some like abusive type shit because I'm not abusive. But when I get angry, y'all, I get really fucking angry. Especially when shit does not make sense and shit is not adding up. I get really fucking pissed. But he basically told me that that night, fucking Texas was on her bullshit again, right? Texas was on her bullshit again. And Texas was basically trying to say that I was a hoe. And again, trying to get him to like stop talking to me. But she was basically trying to say that like I'm a hoe. He didn't really go into detail. But he was like how I talk to guys. What he told me was that she was like how I talk to guys and shit. What's so funny to me is that Texas, I feel like she's projecting because she told me herself she has messed with majority of the guys in our grade at school. Every time we was in the hallway, she would be flirting with a guy, even when she started dating Hillbilly, because I was there before, just before, and in the beginning of their relationship, in the middle of their relationship. She was talking to multiple guys. She was chatting with multiple guys on the internet. But yeah, basically, she was basically trying to break, again, me and Justin are not dating. She knows this because I told her this because she came to me about some shit about Justin, like, oh, he's talking to a girl. Take whatever I say about Texas with a grain of salt because this bitch like to fucking lie. So she was like, oh, Justin's talking to another girl. I was like, okay, I don't care because me and Justin are not dating. I broke up with him. But she's trying to get Justin to stop talking to me by saying I'm a hoe and that I talk to multiple guys. This bitch wouldn't even fucking know if I was picking grass outside because I'm not friends with her. I cut off contact with her because she's a fucking weirdo. This girl wouldn't even know what I was dreaming about. She wouldn't even know if I lost a pencil because I don't talk to this girl. So how are you telling him that I'm a hoe? Make it make sense. Like, she's trying so hard to get me and Justin to stop talking to each other. And it's literally fucking insane. Like, girl, I'm not worried about it because at the end of the day, karma's gonna come for her ass. God and the universe is gonna make sure she get her karma. And I'm telling y'all, I hope one day, because she thinks she cool now because her and Hillbilly are like in a stable relationship. In her own words, she told me while we was in an argument, she was like, oh, at least I'm in a stable, happily committed relationship. Like, who the fuck says that? Like, girl, you really thought you ate that shit up? Anyways. Karma gonna bite her in the ass. And she gonna get her karma for sure. I'm not even worried about it. But, literally. So, Texas is obsessed with me. Nothing new. This bitch is fucking obsessed with me. She's always talking shit about me. Even when I'm not there, this bitch is constantly mentioning my name, talking shit about me, but want to smile in my face. And this is the point that I wanted to get to as well. Like, I just personally felt like a lot of white girls are very passive aggressive, and I don't have time for that shit. It's like, let's call a spade, call it what it is, and say what you gotta say. Don't sit there and fucking try to talk shit about behind my back and then talk shit about me to a guy that is fucking with me and that has zero intentions on cutting contact with me. You're talking shit about me to a guy that is literally fucking obsessed with me. And I'm not even trying to be on some like narcissistic type shit, but he literally said he's obsessed with me. So what made you think that he wasn't gonna tell me, or that he was just gonna be like, yeah, you know what, you right, I'm gonna stop fucking with her? Like, girl, you fucking wish. This bitch wanna control everyone and everything around her, and it's not possible because you're a nobody, bitch. Who the fuck are you controlling? You're not controlling shit. She mad that a nigga she put me on to is not gonna stop talking to me. Just because you introduce it to each other doesn't mean you gonna stop talking to each other on your accord. Bye, girl. Like, anyways, I hope her boyfriend's cheating on her, and I hope they get married, and I hope they get a divorce, and she has a kid by him, and she becomes a single mother. That's what I hope for. But anyways, damn. Anyways, back to the racism. Racism in PA is ridiculous. Like, honestly, again, like in America, a lot of people think that racism only exists in the South, or it's more prominent in the South, which, I mean, technically that's not really wrong, but it's like, it's not just in the South. Like, I feel like in the South, white people are more blatantly racist. Like, they're not like, oh, I'm just not educated racist. Like, no, it's like they know black culture, they know what black culture is, what black people are, and they deliberately choose to not want to be around them. Like, it's a conscious decision. But I feel like in other states that are like not so racist, like PA, I feel like there's just mainly white people that are ignorantly racist. And what you call ignorant is when people are just not, they're not educated, and they don't really want to be educated. You know what I mean? It's like not making the conscious effort to educate yourself on other people and, you know, what they go through and shit. So it's like you'll have those white people where it's like they won't purposefully not hang around black people. It's just they'll unconsciously hang around people. They'll unconsciously hang about only white people because that's just what they're used to. They never really had to hang around black people. They never really had to learn about black culture. They never had to be in an all black setting. So they don't really know. That's not an excuse, but that's the type of racism I experience in PA, is just ignorant racism. Not like, there will be some people that will be blatantly racist and will know black culture and purposefully will be racist, but then there's just those white people that just don't fucking know. And that's what I experience. Although I feel like in this situation, Texas and hillbilly are those down south type racists. Like, they are blatantly racist. They know what black culture is. They know who they are, and they are racist. Mind you, Texas is literally best friends. I mean, she literally has so many black friends. Like, literally, even though we go to a predominantly white school, she hangs around a lot of the black kids. Literally. And she's racist. This is why I don't believe in that whole, oh, how can I be racist? I hang around black people argument. That makes no fucking sense. I could be racist and hang around white people. Like, the fuck? What are you talking about? So anyways, yeah, this bitch is fucking obsessed with me. What's so crazy is that she's literally she fooled around with an African guy before. Yeah, I'm talking about Africa, motherland, the motherland. Yeah, she's messed around with an African guy before. And she's like, the crazy thing is, I didn't think she was this racist. I thought she was like ignorant racist, like never really had to be around black people, never educated myself on black people, so I don't know. But no, this girl is blatantly racist. But she hangs around all of these black people. And sometimes I wonder, does her boyfriend know she messed with an African guy before? Because I don't know if he would be too happy about that. Because mind you, his nickname is Hillbilly, so obviously I'm calling him that for a reason. Confederate flag having ass. So, anyways, other than that, let me see if there's some other stuff I could talk about. Justin's ex is trying to get back with him, y'all. I don't know why she think that she stands a chance now that I've come into his life and he experienced, you know, the taste of he experienced, when the grass is greener on the other side. So I don't know why on earth she would think that she could just snatch him back up. But yeah. I'm gonna actually make a whole video about his ex and why I never really liked his ex from the beginning, because if y'all don't know, his ex has contacted me numerous times coming to me as a woman. So I'm gonna make a whole video on why you should not befriend or try to befriend or be all buddy buddy with girls that come to you as a woman, because it's not all good intentions. But anyways, that's the end of this live. I'm gonna make another live so that I could just rant, because this, I just want to make it like a plain and simple video, get straight to the point. And yeah, but if y'all want to know, yes, I do experience racism in PA. A lot of it is just ignorant racism, because there's just a lot of white people over here that they just hang around white people. They never had to hang around black people, and they just don't educate themselves on black people and black culture. But yeah, that's the end of this video. Hopefully y'all enjoyed it, and I'll see y'all on the next one. Peace.